friends, welcome to the video lectures on Technical C by Shravan Kumar Manthri. Now we'll see the questions one by one with execution and output. So the first question, printing the digits and count of a number. So let us take an example. I'll take a number like where n is equals to 523. If I take what are the digits in this, so I can say that it is 5, 2 and 3, or else 3, 2, comma and 5. So like this also I can say, so I want to print those digits. How to print those digits? So here what is my logic is, whenever I want to, let us suppose I want to print from the right side. So how to get the digits 3 here? So how to get a digit 3, or else how to get the digit which is in ones position of any number? That means when you divide a number with 10, what will be the remainder? Let us suppose 523, if I divide with 10, what will be the remainder? I can say that 3. I'm talking about remainder. I'm not talking about quotient. I'm talking only about remainder. So even if you take any number, if I take 28 percentile 10, what is the answer? 8. That means when you divide any number with 10, the remainder will be your last digit. So I'll get that digit. So I'll print that digit, so that I'll get the ones position. How to get the tens position digit and hundreds position digit like this? So that means what I need to do is, anyway first n value is 523, then I am getting the digit as 3. If I divide with 10, the remainder is 3. Now if I have the number the remaining other than 3, that means 52. If I divide again with 10, what will be the remainder? Again I'll get the next, that is on the last digit, which is 2. So that means how 523 I can convert it into 552. How to convert? Let us suppose if n is 523, so 523 by 10, that means if I divide with 10, what will be the quotient? Of course it is integer. I'm not talking about floating point, I'm talking about integer. So 523, if I divide with 10, the answer will be 52. You will get these digits. So that means our conclusion is, if I divide with 10, the remainder will be the last digit, and the quotient will be the remaining digits other than last digit. So this logic I want to use, and I want to print each digit in each iteration. So I'll write the code first and I'll check it out. Anyway, this code block compiler by default it takes the header files that are #include stdio.h. So no need to write, it's optional. So that's why I'm skipping that. So I'll take a number n and I want to give it as input, that is by scanf %d comma %n. Now after giving a number, what we require first? So I want to divide with 10 and I want to get the remainder. So that's why n %10. I want to store this number in a particular variable which is equals to r. That means r equals to, which is a remainder when I divide with 10. So I'll keep like this, and then I want to print that digit. So I'll keep some slash in here, %d comma r. So after getting a remainder, now I want to take the quotient part and I want to update it with n only. So that's why I'll take n is equals to n by 10. So n is equals to n by 10. So that means our n value will be updated. I explained now 523, I get the remainder as 3, I'll print it, and after that 523 by 10, which is 52. Now n value is 52. Now I want to do the same iteration process, that means 52 percentile 10. So how to make the same iteration process? That means I need to use a one loop. Here I'll use while loop. While this process has to be repeated, when it has to be stopped, that means 52 percentile 10 I'll get 2. So then 52 by 10 it will become 5. Next 5 percentile 10, 5. So 5 by 10, 0. That means until 0 you have to do. That means while n is not equals to 0, you have to apply this process. So that's why this while loop will be closed here. Now if you want, you can observe, you can trace it. what happens, how it will be printed. 523 is non-zero, yes. 523 percentile 10, which is 3, you will print that 3. Next 523 by 10, which is 52. Now n value is 52. Is 52 non-zero? Yes. 52 percentile 10, 2, r equals 2 will be printed. Next n value 52 by 10, 5. So now 5 is non-zero, yes, true. 5 percentile 10, see, 5 percentile 10 is 5 only. It's like when you want to divide a numerator with denominator, if numerator is less than the denominator, the remainder is numerator itself. Let us suppose if I say 9 percentile 10, 9 only the answer. 11 percentile 15, 11 only the answer, like this. So if numerator is less than the denominator, numerator itself is the direct remainder. So like this. So that's why here 5 percentile 10 is 5 only. Then 5 printed, and what is 5 by 10? 0 only. So it won't go, 10 into 1 is 10. So that's why 10 into 0 is 0. That's why 5 by 10, which is 0. So n value is 0. Then it comes out of the while loop and it ends. So now we'll see what are the other variables to be declared here. R is to be declared. That's it. So now if we execute this one, we'll see the output. So I'll take a number, let us suppose 2578. So the digits are 2578. Anyway, it will print in reverse, that is first ones position 8, next 7, next 5, next 2. Like this it will be printed. Now we'll go to the next one. Second one, print the sum of the digits of a number. How to get the sum of the digits of a number? I'll go to the previous program. So this is a program first we executed now, where you want to get what are the digits in a number. Now in this, what I'll update is, whenever I get a remainder in the sense it is a digit, is that right? So that digit I'll take and I'll make it sum. That means I'll make s equals to s plus what is the remainder. I have to make it, and where s is initialized to 0, here count is not required, s equals 0 is required, and every time I'll do all these digits. Okay, and now what happens after the while loop? After the while loop you will get sum of the digits. Now I want to print that sum. So here I want to print that sum, which is the variable value s. Now you can see how it will be executed. Let us suppose if I give 524. 524 means the sum will be 4 plus 2 plus 5, which is 11. So it takes 524 is non-zero, yes, you will get the remainder as r equals to 4. So s initially, what is s initial value? 0. This is must. So 0 plus 5. So 0 plus 4, that is 4. Next digit you will get it as 2. 4 plus 2 6, and next digit you will get it as 5. So totally 6 plus 5 11 you will get here. So s value will be 11. So like this, very simple you can do from the previous program. So you can see the output now, and you can observe what are the modifications you have done. S equals to s plus r newly introduced, and the printf statement you have written outside with, instead of r you have written with s. So that is what I want to connect one program to the another. So let us suppose I'll give a number like 35,467. So what is the output? You can see the sum of all the digits is 25. So like this, easily you can get the answer for this one.